going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They go play action here on first down. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Let's go now.
2nd and 5.
Quick, yellow. Ready.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Ready.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gun, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correct.
Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Ford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Troy Pride.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Down.
Throwing after the interception, Ford. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Xavier Woods with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Check right.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on
Here we
third.
go, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Opposite. 3. Set.
They'll toss to Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw on 2nd down. Ford. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution.
He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kruger, quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So that's what an angry defense looks like and what they can do. They told him, you've had your 3 touchdowns already. No way you're getting a 4th.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Off play action. Ford. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Panthers, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up. I don't even have time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish can't be drawn up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't sign on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. will not bend. Game time. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time, game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my